Hey
Welcome to the
guys.
Caleb's Thoughts podcast.
Welcome.
I don't know if you're watching from YouTube right now. If you are,
I
hey.
can see you.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
We can't.
We
we can't see you.
We can't, in fact, see you. But you can see us, and that's all that really matters
Yeah.
in the end.
Yeah.
So let's
this
get
is-
this.
First off, I mean, this is the first time we've ever had a YouTube
It's
video.
so satisfying when people open it at the same time. So I'm thinking we could start off like that.
Well, they don't know what my YouTube channel name is yet, so they might be watching this, and then they might be like, "There's a YouTube video for this." It's actually the Caleb's Thoughts podcast on YouTube. It's pretty simple.
Huh.
And this is gonna be the first video. So,
Yeah.
what are we
Yeah.
gonna call this video?
Caleb's Thoughts
gonna-
podcast #1 on YouTube.
This is gonna be wrinkled background because we did not steam this beforehand. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
Whoa.
Look how wrinkly it is. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Oh, that's actually, if you go like that. Look at the waves.
Yeah.
We actually have a background. This is a green screen, a blue screen.
Yeah, no,
actually.
this is a green screen, and we green screened in a different background. And
Yeah,
the
no,
green
it's a
screen-
green screen of a different background, but it's a moving background, which is why.
Well, no, the green screen itself is moving. So we have a green screen here, and we chose this background of all.
I think we're on
backgrounds.
different pages here, so before we get into a big argument, I'm just gonna say, let's stop this.
Okay.
And get into what we're gonna talk about. Speaking of which, what are we gonna talk about?
Bees.
Welcome to Applebee's. Would you like the apples or the bees?
No thanks. Let's talk about something else.
He's chosen the bees.
Where did that come from?
You live, you'll learn.
I guess so.
You barely got into the podcast. I've already spilled.
Spilled some tea. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Okay. Anyways, so let's talk about. So first off, doesn't feel like it right now in Michigan because it's cold. It's cold and it was snowing yesterday. There was some snow accumulation. It's the middle of April.
Yeah.
And
There was ice.
There was ice.
Yeah, it was it snowed, but it kind of melted, but then it froze again, so it turned into ice on the ground. It wasn't like.
Did it
"Whoa!"
freeze overnight, or was it just like?
Um,
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it probably froze overnight because it probably started melting as it came in.
Yeah.
So
if
yeah.
you hear background noises, those are probably background noises. My sister is
maybe.
she's probably not actually in your house. She's probably in my house right now.
So, but
Just
be careful just in case.
Be careful. She's a wild one. Right? You never know. But anyways, yeah. So this is our first YouTube video ever. This is the first time any of my listeners have ever seen me because none of my listeners know me in real person.
yeah,
in real
that's
life.
crazy.
I know. Not a single one.
It's insane.
This is all organic growth.
I can't wrap my head around that. That's insane.
Wrapping your head around stuff can be pretty hard.
Yeah, it's just so solid, doesn't? It's not flexible.
That was the joke I was going for, dude. No way.
We got it.
We're done. We've done it.
Okay. That was Caleb's Thoughts podcast. I'm Nathan. And
I'm Caleb. Why'd you go first? Wait. No. You're like the host. You're hosting. You're narrating my thoughts. You're like, it's someone
I
else
don't know
hosts.
your thoughts.
No. It's like
I'm not.
you know how some people. Let's say that someone does a podcast about music. There's a host. Music is not the host of the podcast. Music is the topic of the podcast. I'm the topic of this podcast, and you're the host.
Huh. Well, I'm not very knowledgeable on your thoughts, so you're gonna have to help me out here.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't worry. So anyways, let's talk about, as I was getting to, the weather. It's the middle of spring. It doesn't really feel like it, but it is the middle of spring.
I'm actually gonna check. Oh.
What does that mean?
I was gonna check the weather, but my phone is not with me right now. So.
He's not with us anymore.
We lost him upstairs.
Probably. definitely the most likely possibility. But yeah, anyways, so winter is gone. Not here really, but it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be soon. And that means summer's on the way. And you know what? One of my favorite summer activities is soccer. Today, Caleb's podcast is sponsored by soccer. Kick some balls today. Yeah.
that was doing great.
Thanks.
That was smooth. Is that
It's
like
actually
any, like segments or is that just?
No, that was just soccer.
Oh, okay.
But what I actually did want to talk about, even though I'm sponsored by soccer, who wants to talk about it?
Yeah.
You know. Basically.
Wait, it's not. Summer isn't soccer season.
I know.
It took me
Soccer. These sponsors are a little bit
Yeah,
wild.
I know, right? It's not even.
Not even.
So long till they're actually there, but no, they're like, oh, we want to sponsor you. Ah, we're not complaining though. We get free balls.
Facts. I love
free balls.
Yeah. Basically,
Wait,
what I.
okay. Yours like sounded really light, but in reality, there's a lot left. Yeah, I know, right? Doesn't it sound?
That is weird, actually.
It sounds so much lighter than it is. These
You
are
can
like.
probably hear this a lot better on the actual podcast. That's on like.
You can probably hear
on
a little. You can probably hear a little too much better on the actual podcast. That's probably all
we
you
have an
hearing.
iPad right here that's recording the.
I hope it's recording. It is in fact.
Wait, if you turn it off, I think it stops.
No, it's
No.
red.
We're good. Hey, we did it. Okay.
Good. Okay.
Great. It's on this iPad right here that we're
Yeah, so
recording.
they're
it.
probably hearing.
Hearing us press the buttons, they're like freaking out right now.
Is it, instead of like like us talking with a little bit of like that background noise,
It's mostly
this
this
background
and- yeah,
noise
exactly.
with us talking.
So
Yeah.
we're really abusing our like just audio listeners today.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, watch us on YouTube then, buddy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm there.
But basically, summer's almost here, and you know what that means? At least for I think for a good amount of people, that means no school. That's a given. A lot more time on their hands.
Warmer weather.
Tends to be, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think. I've ever
And
heard
that
this
sort of
before.
leads itself into this one random event. Can you guess it? It was what I talked to you about. It was the one thing that I
Oh yeah, going to roller coasters.
not just roller coasters, amusement parks. Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, first off, let's talk about amusement parks as they are. Let's talk about some of the underrated aspects that are crucial for an amusement park. I have a specific one in mind, which is the reason why I said that. But if I'll go first because I clearly have something in mind. But if once you see what I'm talking about, then you might understand something. So for me, the main amusement park that I go to is
that's my favorite too.
is Cedar Point, and
Because we live in Ohio.
this Michigan weather is really sucking in Ohio.
Yeah.
It's really tough. Yeah. No, we don't live in Ohio, but that's where Cedar Point lives, and we go there. I think I went there 3 times last year.
Yeah, we go there. We used to go there like every year.
Well, I mean,
Last year
we
we
haven't
skipped.
gone like because you have to be tall enough to go on the
Yeah,
events.
once we were tall enough, we went like every year.
Almost probably.
Yeah, and then we skipped one for COVID. Some years we went like 2 times.
Yeah. So average of 1 year, average once a year probably.
Yeah.
And it's the roller coaster capital of the world. It doesn't have like a lot of like the fastest or the tallest.
Yeah,
because
it
of-
doesn't have like it has like lots of ones that are up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't the Valraven have like a lot of records?
The Valraven has the
I
tallest.
forgot that thing existed. That thing was fun.
I only went on it once.
Same.
But what's it called? Yeah, it has the record for the like biggest for the longest 90-degree drop.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I'm surprised that it's not Top Thrill Dragster.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not like considered 90 degrees.
It's
like,
probably not. Yeah.
Curves. I don't know. They're probably like weird rules. Oh no, the Top Thrill Dragster isn't 90 degrees for that long.
Yeah, because it has to curve right back down to slow
curves a
down.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that goes like down like really far.
But anyways, yeah. Yes. Cedar Point, I think it's considered the roller coaster capital of the world just because of how many it has and how consistent like the level that they're at, which is pretty consistent. They're always coming out with new ones. I think they come out with a new one almost every year. Probably every year.
Yeah.
Are they coming out with a new one this year?
I don't think so. Probably every other year.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe it's probably every year last like a couple years ago because they redid the Mean Streak.
Yeah.
So that probably got them to make another one. faster to come. I said I was like combining to come out and to
make one. So
I
they made out with a roller
made out
coaster.
with it. We don't really talk about it. This is a little known fact about
they make out with the roller coasters. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't get them canceled because I like them. I like Cedar Point.
It's not like it's a weird thing. I'm
It's,
not saying it's
yeah,
not
of
weird.
course we don't
But,
support it.
It's not
it's not that big of a deal.
It's not like cancelable.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
It's like having
as long as
it's like having 7 cats.
Yeah.
You wouldn't cancel someone for having 7 cats unless they were like
You're just like
unless the cats were racist. But,
no, unless the person was racist. You cancel the cats if the cats are racist.
Well, if the person continues to support racist cats,
if they're supporting racist,
well,
cats,
they're owning them, and I don't think cats really know how to fend for themselves.
Remember we had that one.
Oh yeah, busy. Yeah, they
she
do know.
fed-
Never mind. If you're feeding racist cats and you're like giving them milk and water and stuff, first off, milk and water combined is bad, so you should probably get canceled.
No. That's good because they're feeding the racist cats milk and water, so they're actually.
But no. If you're just with normal cats, if you're feeding them milk and water, you should get canceled just for that.
Yeah, mixing them up.
Mixing up milk and water and not giving it to racist cats.
You're mixing up milk and water,
and you're giving it to the good cats, you're canceled. But if you're mixing up milk and water and giving it to racist cats,
yeah,
you have the chance to not be racist.
I read this one story where there was this one cat, and it was like, whoa, look at that. It was like the kitty's first full moon. And it was like, whoa, look at that bowl of milk in the sky. And it was like, I'm gonna get it. And it was like jumped in. Oh no, it fell. And it jumped and it fell on the lake. And oh no, climbed a tree and it couldn't get it. And then it came. It was like, oh, I'll never get that big bowl of milk.
And then it climbed on the cow, and the cow jumped over the moon, and the cat jumped off the cow.
That's not how it ended. It went home and it was like, oh, there's a bowl of milk waiting for me here. It was really heartwarming.
Got it. Okay.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about how Cedar Point it's weird, but it's not going to get canceled for making out.
Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, let's not talk about that.
Okay. Well, like I said earlier, for me, underrated but it's necessary. It's something that people don't really talk about, but one that's very necessary for amusement parks is to have like a full vibe, a nostalgia that they're able to consistently produce every year with things other than the roller coasters. What I mean by that is if you go to Cedar Point, I think it's the weather has an aspect to do with it.
Yeah.
The decorations, the types of food there, the smells. This is a mistake of having.
We're gonna have to get like an editor or I'll edit it to where it's just like where you cut it to every time we burp. It's just burps.
And you edit it so it sounds like a consistently long burp.
There's no
stopping
like
in between.
Burp after you know?
And then there's the alternate version where it's just
Okay, you can do that one. I'm on your mind.
My Caleb's Thoughts podcast edits YouTube channel is gonna have it's gonna
be Caleb's Thoughts
podcast. Caleb's Thoughts podcast edits YouTube channel.
And then I'm gonna have Nathan's Caleb's
Thoughts podcast edits YouTube channel. Mine's gonna have the consistently long burp.
Mine's gonna have like the
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think probably the most important part of Cedar Point, besides the roller coasters, is the nostalgia. Because the thing is, I would say maybe 15% of the amount of the time, probably less than that actually, is spent on a roller coaster. You know, and honestly,
probably way less than that. Unless you're like riding like the Gemini or something like that.
Yeah, unless you're
those are pretty short waits and pretty long rollers.
Yeah, exactly. But
like,
what's it called? But yeah, I think, and even with the fact that you're spending so little time on roller coasters, it's still an enjoyable. Like
you gotta get the vibe right. Like if you're walking on the path and there's just like nothing there, nothing to look at.
Yeah, you can.
It's pretty boring.
An amusement park has to be more than just a bunch of roller coasters.
Like even the lines too. Like I remember the Maverick. It has like the Maverick and the Steel Vengeance. That's like both of those have like cool like areas. It's like I don't know, like mining areas, I guess.
Yeah.
And it looks really cool and like there's some like lore behind it too. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
stuff you can read. I'm like I wouldn't like go out of my way to read it, you know. I'm like, oh, what? There's like people there. And
Oh
I'm like,
yeah. Now I know.
yeah, and like. Yeah, but like I was like waiting in line, I had nothing to do. I'm like, oh hey, look at this. What does that say? I'm like, oh, that the people who made the Steel Vengeance made it because the guy from the Maverick stole something from them. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. But the guy.
Oh yeah, it was like they were like competing steel industry.
Yeah, I think so. Competing like mining industries.
Yeah.
Speaking of roller coasters, what's your favorite roller coaster at Cedar Point?
I'm not done yet with the last thing I'm talking about.
Okay, we'll save that one for later on the next episode of Caleb's
This
Thoughts.
is not over. this podcast is not over. I can go back to that if I want.
Okay, go back to it.
But basically, I think the most important part of Cedar Point is that like it's not like relaxing where it's like. It's not like Zen, you know, where it's like relaxing like that, but it's just a place where you can relax, you know. I feel like it's, for me at least, it's not a very stressful place.
The sounds of people's screams constantly.
But it's like, you know, it's like I think I enjoy it.
It is relaxing. Yeah, it's just like, because
It's definitely not relaxing.
Like, you can hear like the constant like low like rumble of like the roller coaster and like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's
there's a specific nostalgia. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. It's just I feel like happy every time you hear like the.
Not even with like if it was like somewhere else where if it was just one roller coaster and you heard that, it wouldn't do anything. But at Cedar Point, there's a specific nostalgia.
Like, I can't explain.
And
it.
the thing is, it's like there's a lot of nostalgia that you'll never get back. You know, like. I mean, there's literally everything. I could explain every like memory of your life, and I could be like, you're never gonna get that nostalgia back. But Cedar Point is somehow able to keep the same nostalgia. You know, so far I haven't been there in like 2 years, but every time I've gone there, it's had the same vibe. Yeah. You know, which I think is really good because that's like, if you're not gonna spend a very high percentage of your time there on roller coasters, then the vibe is a pretty important aspect. Yeah. It's just a place where you can enjoy the people that you're with. You know. Yeah. Which I think is really valuable. So, you done? yeah. Okay, so on to our next topic. What's your favorite roller coaster at Cedar Point? Okay. This is a toughie. Oh wait, we need to do like we need to do like a tier list video, like one of those things. We like have like a tier list of like the roller coasters at Cedar Point. Yeah, maybe. If I don't know if I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, this is not gonna be it because our last collaboration episode we talked about how I wanted to end up having like a it's not like I could say I want to get a microphone and I definitely could get a microphone, but me saying
they're not that expensive.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But like I could say that I could also say that I want to start to have like a YouTube channel and a whole like media company sort of underneath this sort of like project, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's not going to happen probably. Hey, what are you doing? Breaking the laws of physics. Right. But anyways, yeah. So like I said, it's sort of like a hope to have a YouTube channel, you know, and have that be sort of have that extend the brand eventually, you know? Yeah. But I don't know how feasible that is, which is fine. But like, what's it called? But if I am going to start... I feel like you're avoiding the question. What is your favorite roller coaster at Cedar Point? Well, what I was going to say was... yeah, first off, we could do a tier list on our YouTube channel if we wanted. But the thing is, I think... First off, I don't know, because I have like... we need to do another podcast episode about where all of our people are from. Not like... Yeah. I don't know how the percentages work, but I don't get to see who like names and stuff like that of my listeners. But I do get to see. That would be weird. That would be weird. But I do get to see percentages of where they're from. And interestingly enough, I have like 20% of my United States listeners, which is 90 total percent. So overall, 18% of my listeners are from what's it called? Are from Washington, and I think it's just Seattle. Just the city of Seattle. So 18% of my listeners, I don't know if it's 18% of my like total listens or just 18% of my individual listeners but they're from Seattle somehow. I don't really know anyone from Seattle, but
Yeah.
I'd love to because Seattle is like my favorite. Like, it's my vibe. You know, I've never been there, but like all the pictures I see are like, it's like a city. It's rainy and it's a city, and those are the two things those are my two like favorite vibes. You know, and it's not like too big where like you can never escape the city. Like in New York, you'd probably have to walk for like hours to be able to get out of the city from anywhere you are, and that would be a lot of walking.
I mean,
everywhere.
You have been to either place, so I feel like you're.
Well, yeah, but like I feel like okay, like
from the pictures,
like compared to Chicago, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a city. We have been to Chicago. From the pictures that I've seen of Seattle, it seems like a city with more space than Chicago. And I don't know. I want to have friends from Seattle, and then in a way I do. I would have no idea how to. I would have no idea how to find them. But can you stop that? Our podcast, our audio listeners are.
ASMR.
Our audio podcast. That's a great idea. Our audio podcast listeners are getting harassed right now, but it's fine.
It's
we support it. No, we don't. We don't support harassment.
We do not support harassment, guys. That's one of my least favorite things.
Yeah, then please don't talk about that.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, so I think we need to do a video. I do remember, I think 100% of the 20% of Washington listeners are from Seattle, so that's kind of cool. We need to do a video breaking down everything, but I think it's cool that like I don't know. It's cool that I've got people from Seattle. You know what's also weird is that Anchor, like the Anchor app and the Anchor website, because you can go to the website and see more specific like data points on a computer, which is probably how we're gonna do it in the video, because we'll use the app for recording. What's it called? It shows different statistics. So like on my the demographics of my listeners on my computer are like 75% female, 25% male. And on the app it says 43% male, and then like over 50% female. 57%.
Wait, why? How are they? Why?
What?
Why are they different?
What do you mean? Exactly. I think they might have taken the statistics at different times.
Huh.
So maybe the app did it like right at the beginning and then didn't change it ever. But I don't know.
Maybe. I feel like the computer is probably more reliable.
Probably, which means that I need to be more relatable to boys. Well, I feel like I'm not like unrelatable to boys.
Yeah.
Do I talk about sports ever? We don't talk about sports teams.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is not. I feel like if you're gonna want to listen to someone talk about sports, you'll listen to a sports podcast.
Yeah, we're not the guys to talk about sports.
I totally
like sports.
I would totally talk about sports too, but this is not a sports podcast, and we definitely don't have the best sports opinions.
Yeah.
So I think my opinions on everything are the best besides sports. My opinions about everything, basically.
Huh. Interesting.
No, they're definitely. I don't have.
Speaking on my opinions.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking on your opinions, what is your favorite roller coaster?
The reason why I was talking about people living in different areas is because a lot of people might not understand Cedar Point references, but for the people that do,
that's why we'll explain what the roller coaster is. We'll explain why we like it. Like if you say the car is, it's a roller coaster goes up and it goes straight down. That's why we like it. Or if it's you got to elaborate.
Okay. The most recent one that I liked that I went on, I was checking the time on your iPad. Yeah. But I like the Steel Vengeance. It's the new one. Smooth. I think it does have a 90-degree drop too.
Yeah, not like
it's not as big.
Yeah, it's small. It's really small.
And I like the feeling of like it's almost a cozy ride at some points because you're going inside the tracks. And like and I
really liked the Mean Streak, but it was really bumpy.
Yeah, it was really bumpy, rackety is what I was gonna say. But I did like the fact that you were almost inside at some points. Yeah, because you were like going inside the framework, and I think the Steel Vengeance does that, right?
I think so. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think it does. Which I don't know. I like that. It was cool because you're like outside, but you're also like covered, sort of. So
yeah. I don't like the buckles on the Mean Streak.
You didn't?
No. It was just a bar across your legs, and I was like, oh, this goes upside down. I'm gonna die.
Oh yeah, those are.
Yeah.
I'm always scared that like the.
I like my favorite buckles is the one that goes like around.
I know
your,
the gatekeeper.
Except yeah, like it has like the stuff that goes around your shoulders, you know, and the like the padding over there.
Yeah, it's got like what's it called?
It's so comfy.
If you're watching right now on the YouTube channel, it's got like one that goes like over here, like not touching your shoulders, but if you can't like move your shoulders out, and then it's got one that's on your two like main points. Like if your shoulders and your hips are secure, you're not gonna move.
Yeah.
And it secures those, and it also has like a little like strap, like almost like a backpack,
like a rubber strap, like tight, but
exactly.
Like, not tight, but like snug.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a backpack.
Yeah.
And so it's very like. The Gatekeeper definitely has the best straps.
Yeah, but I remember the Val Raven having like similar, if not like the exact same ones.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the new
Val Raven was a longer weight.
The new straps, the new strap technology is very good and very comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't put it on the Field of Vengeance though.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe for like the feel, you know, it doesn't give like a mining vibe.
Yeah, and I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they definitely know what they're
doing. But I think on every roller coaster except for those two, the Val Raven and the Gatekeeper, I'm always like, so these guys actually don't know what they're doing, and I'm probably gonna die right now. I'm like in my mind, I think that I know better than the Cedar Point workers, and I'm like, yeah, so this doesn't work. I'm not like terrified.
Yeah,
I sort of accepted it at that point, but I'm always like, so I can probably move this.
Oh yeah, there's the Ruger. I can get out of that buckle. I can get out of that. I can.
Does it go upside down?
Yeah, I can legit get out of that.
No, I'm saying does the Ruger go upside
down?
Yeah,
it goes upside down. I can. It's like, you know, like there's like the click, and then you can't get above that. Then there's another click, you can't get above that. Then there's another click. You know, the more clicks you go, like more you're the more you're stuck.
No.
Yeah, I was between two clicks. There was one point where I couldn't click anymore, but then it was pretty loose.
Yeah, so it was like your body was right at the point where
it was.
You weren't thin enough.
And there was one person. I went on that one time, and then they were like, this is pretty loose." Boom! And they like did it really tight. I would so much pain.
I would much rather have that though than die. You know?
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't die. I did it when it was loose.
I know.
It was really. It was like, oh, I feel like I probably couldn't, but if I like try, if it was like standing still and I was like there for like half an hour, I could probably get out.
Yeah.
But we were moving, so I was still.
It's like getting out of like when you're buried in sand. Was it like that sort of? Because like
it was like going through like a, I don't know. If it was like if I was.
No, I'm saying it was sort of like the feeling where like you could get out, but it's not easy.
No, I found it pretty easy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But like it's like I could probably wriggle.
It's fine.
Wriggle?
Either one works.
Wiggle.
I mean, wiggle is kind of just like wiggle is like sort of
wriggle.
Wriggle is like the action of wiggling, but using it to do something. Wiggling is just kind of. I can wiggle my way out.
Yeah, so I could probably wriggle my way out. I probably couldn't. I just felt like I could.
Yeah.
But so I was like holding on tight. Generally, I'm like whoa, but this time I'm like, yeah. So my favorite roller coaster.
we should like now that we have a YouTube channel, we need to like when another one's talking, we need to act like this is not a podcast and act like this is like a commentary YouTube channel. So we're just like we're at like an educational one where we're just like this is
it's so funny. Totally it's so funny when like two people are like talking and there's one person talking and the other person is like,
yeah. So if I ever do that, it might be on accident. I don't think it is. I don't do that in person whenever I'm talking to people. If I'm like telling a story with another person, I'm not like
just staring off in the distance like. Yeah.
We're totally copying Cody Cohen.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Clearly, but it's I don't know.
They're not going to know. Unless they're the one viewer in Seattle.
They don't. Yeah. But anyways,
yeah. Oh right, my favorite roller coaster is pretty basic, but I really like the Maverick.
That's not very basic. I don't think. I feel like the most basic right now is.
Have you seen the weights on that? That's like no. The Gatekeeper is not a basic one. You can get in there in like 15.
Well, that doesn't mean it's just very well done. It doesn't mean it's not basic.
Yeah. Yes. So okay, the Maverick. It's like it has the same like mind vibe. You go up, and like you go up. It's not like the chain where you like slowly go up. You like
it's quick.
is they use like weird magnet things. So you like zoom up the hill, and it's fast.
Is it a short ride?
No, it's long.
Okay.
It's long. It's fast. It's
a very fast ride.
around. Yeah, it's a really fast.
But it's
ride.
not short.
Yeah, at one point you go like, you like slow down. You go like in like a tunnel. You should come to. I think you come to a complete stop, and you zoom like.
Oh yeah.
So
it's loud, right?
It's loud. It's like really fast.
It's just
that
just
like
an
the
exciting
first
moment.
time you do that. That's like scary, but also like really cool.
Yeah. So let's finish this. I have a place to be at 8, and it's 7:45 right now, but it's good.
Okay.
I don't have to be there by 8. But basically, let's finish with. Remember, me and you rode on the Maverick together, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Remember, so when we got on the Maverick, we were the last people in line.
Oh yeah,
and it
yeah.
started absolutely pouring.
I remember there was like people like there was like because they couldn't like move. They couldn't send the next roller coaster out, so they had to like wait for the rain to stop. So there were like there was like the roller coaster inside the building.
First let's establish the scene. So we were about to get on, we were waiting in line, and it was like, it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, and then for probably 20 minutes, it poured like God was balling, like not balling like shooting basketballs, balling like really really crying, like it was crazy. Yeah, that's not an analogy that we use ever, but it was raining like really really hard for like 20 minutes, and we were in the perfect spot because that meant that we were about to get on, we were about to go, but we weren't getting wet. The people who were about to go were getting wet, and the people who just went had to wait for the other roller coaster to go right outside.
No, but there were like people like I don't remember much about it, but there's like roller coasters like inside that they couldn't send out because they were still waiting for like another roller coaster to get back. There were people outside the roof that were like getting poured on, and I remember this like it was just like as they like rolled in, there was this one lady was just like a complete like so pissed expression.
Oh yeah.
It was just like I can't explain it,
but
I
feel
can't
like
even replicate it.
Exactly, but
it
was
like
it wasn't Cedar Point's fault, so I don't know who she was pissed at. But,
I know, but it was just.
And I think the main reason why they couldn't move the roller coaster was because they didn't want to have to take the people off. Because if they did, they'd have to have them get off on the other way, which means that they couldn't put them back on for some reason because of the policy.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't really know what happened. There were like probably a ton of.
But yeah, it was. We waited for like an hour before that, and then another 30 minutes after that for them to get everything set up and dried off and stuff like that, and it was worth it.
Yeah, I remember because like it was predicted to rain a lot that day, but it only rained for like 20 minutes with a couple sprinkles. But like,
we got lucky.
Yeah, we got because like nobody came. Everyone was like, oh, it's gonna rain that day. I guess
I remember that.
So we got like it was like free fast passes. Like the Maverick was generally like a 3-hour wait.
Oh yeah, and it was only an hour.
It was only an hour. Like, I think the Steel Vengeance was still like 3 hours though.
Oh yeah, because it was new.
It was new. That was insane though. I remember at one time it said it was like a 6-hour wait, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it wasn't, but it said it was.
Oh no, I'm sure it's been a 6-hour wait though.
Yeah, for sure. On like a nice sunny day. Yeah, there's definitely a 6-hour wait there.
Yeah, but this
has been.
Let's do a conclusion. Let's do a quick summary. So basically, I don't know. I feel like we just talked about. We had a plan where we were gonna. I was like, Nathan, what we're gonna do this podcast episode is we're gonna give our business idea. We're gonna create our own in our mind.
I don't have business ideas.
No, it's not. It's not like we're gonna make a business plan. We're just gonna we're just gonna throw out ideas and make our own roller coaster park in our mind. But then we just talked about Cedar Point the entire time.
Yeah. So maybe Cedar Point isn't your favorite roller coaster park,
but it is ours.
It is ours, and
so
maybe you can like understand the nostalgia for going to your favorite amusement park.
Well, if they've only been there once, then it's not really a nostalgia that they can appreciate.
Yeah, I'm not saying Cedar Point, but nostalgia for going to like your favorite amusement park. It could be Cedar Point. Probably is Cedar Point if you go to Cedar Point a lot.
Because Cedar Point's the best.
But this has been Caleb's Thoughts Podcast. I'm Caleb.
Yes, he is. What's your passcode?
I changed it.
Interesting.
Wait, no, they'll be able to see that.
Alright, Nathan is getting out of the frame for a second. He's not Caleb. Spoiler alert. I'm Caleb. This has been the Caleb's Thoughts Podcast.
I'm Nathan.
He is Nathan. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.
And thanks for Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna add to that, but I wanted to add something, so I'm just gonna say that I wanted to add something. Ah!
And the iPad is down.
And
That's a great
what
place.
I wanted to add. That's a great place to end. Thank you for watching the Caleb's Thoughts podcast
And listening to the Caleb's Thoughts
and
podcast.
listening to the Caleb's Thoughts podcast.
And we'll see you
the next
never